Just holding a Playboy magazine.
So then you guys exited the house and were discussing about where to go next, and you guys discovered a tavern, and you guys were at that point of whether or not you wanted to go to the tavern or not. So that's where we ended. So I do.
That brings us up to the present day.
Before we begin, can I just say that at some level 3 now, somewhere in this time between sessions, I built my steel defender, which is I've chosen to make it look like a 5 foot. How big does that get?
For the sake of keeping the story whole, can we just say that we took a few days off?
Yeah.
Nice. Can I read my book the entire time?
Hospitality considering none of them want to
Did we level up last time or not?
We did.
Yeah.
We did. So okay.
Wow.
So I'm
You're
level
at
3
3
now.
now. Yeah.
Level 3.
You should
Figure
be
out what
getting
that-
some good abilities.
Yeah. So I figured out that the monk gets kind of overpowered after like level.
It's always
10.
been overpowered, like in every version, pretty much.
Yeah. So
I now have
that'll be fun.
robotic dog that looks like it's bigger than me. A very large robotic Lancelot. Lancelot
Oh!
I want you to gaze upon Lancelot guilt every time you see this robot
Oh,
dog.
no.
Lancelot
tribute.
2.1?
What?
Or Lancelot 2.0, I guess.
That's not too
A living tribute.
big robot dog.
Considering this is a horror film, or a horror campaign, that's even creepier.
How tall is this dog, you said?
Dr. Frankenstein vibes.
It's like the size of a what dog is it? Like Beethoven? It's like a Saint Bernard sized Shih Tzu, but also a robot.
It's just a massive scaled up.
Good luck killing this one, Logan.
I'm looking for a way that I could possibly reincarnate the actual Lancelot and put his soul in the robot dog's body.
that because the dog will kill you.
If it hadn't just died, you could have done like magic jar.
Yeah, magic jar or something. Just wait until someone gets wish.
Perfect.
Use it just for the dog.
There may be a deck of cards somewhere.
Or true resurrection. We have a cleric.
Well, I actually might have a deck of. That might be in one of my. Yeah, I have a deck of marked cards. There we go.
Marked cards.
Yeah.
I just like that we would sooner revive a dog than Arthos.
Ooh,
Dang.
telling.
No hard feelings.
I'm trust me, not taken. I took a bunch. And you guys are rich now.
They took all your money that you had?
Yeah, they took all the jewelry and shit.
The ministry as well.
I don't think I actually took anything.
No, not even his jar of shriveled foreskins.
No, I didn't take anything.
That in my bottomless fanny pack.
Oh, God.
Is a bottomless fanny pack like assless chaps?
I mean, I'm naked anyway, so we all know what it is.
So the tavern.
Right. Is that fine if we pretend that we stayed at the tavern or if we did stay at the tavern last week since we didn't have a session?
Yeah, I could say you were put up at the tavern pretty well.
Nice.
So today, as you wake up and are in the tavern, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square of the tavern, brightness looking like a solid pillar in heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the blood of the Vine Tavern. Inside, you see there's some patrons in here. There's 3 people in colorful orange and purple robes, eccentric feathers. They kind of look, very unique compared to the darkness of the rest of the place. The barkeep acts in a very robotic way, cleaning glasses. Then when he's finished continuing to clean, he answers as quickly as possible any requests for drinks, but offers no conversation. And on finishing, continues to shine his glasses. There's also a grizzled man. You can go ahead and advance to the next slide. That sits in the corner near the fireplace, appears deep in contemplation.
Sounds like Strider. We should probably just ignore him until something bad happens.
I really do need a wireless mouse.
Yeah. Then you could point to it on screen where we can see.
Oh, while we were at the hotel, the hostel, if you will, I also made a friend. It's my familiar.
Oh.
And it's an owl named Archimedes.
Oh. That's
Let me know.
Also, there is a elf-looking fella that's sitting at the bar, drinking. What's your poison?
Bourbon.
Drinking bourbon.
How much does a bourbon cost? I go up to the bar and ask how much a bourbon costs. I'm joining the elf at the bar. Seems like a good thing to do.
The barkeep looks up and says, "1 gold piece."
For one gold. Fine, I'll spend a gold piece for a bourbon.
All right, you're offered a bourbon, and as soon as the barkeep has given you your drink, he continues to, in a rather monotonous fashion, sort of clean and shine his glassware.
I go mind my own business in the corner.
So why are you here, traveler?
Just killed a dog. need to drink away my sorrows.
Sounds about right.
What brings you to these parts?
I'm hunting someone.
You hung someone.
Yep, I'm hunting this freaking wizard. His name's Strahd. So
Strahd.
yeah, he
Sounds like somebody that I could get down with killing.
yeah, his kind has done some bad things.
Yeah, I don't need any details. I like killing.
With a good quality.
I have no idea what they're talking about, but I'm gonna mosey on up and climb up onto a stool and ask the barkeep if he has any tea.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, I see you've also got bourbon. Could you make me a hot toddy, my good man?
Sure.
And how much will that be?
1 gold piece.
All right.
Something that makes me think that every drink in this place is going to cost 1 gold piece. Kind of steep for my taste. I mean, half a gold
It
piece.
is, but I guess they don't get a lot of import. Being a city lost to time.
And the barkeep says, "If you want it, you'll pay it."
Believe me, I want it.
Is the gnome on my other side?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to pay attention. Moseyed up. and my robotic dog is just kind of sat down at the stool next, not at the stool next to me, but on the ground next to the stool.
I'm watching that man from afar.
You with him?
Am I with it?
I'd like to say no, but it might be that he's with me.
Sorry, I missed it.
Why, thank you. I built him myself. Cool. So what brings you into this town?
One thing I told him, I'm hunting a dark wizard named Strahd. I really hate his kind.
Strahd, you said? Well, our little group of travelers here recently found a wine bottle with a note that said from Strahd. That's
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, I was tracking him. I was just tracking people like him for the last few years. And my trail ran cold after I entered this town, so I've been just asking around trying to figure out who knows a lot about where this man is. That's the first news I've heard of him in a while, so that's awesome.
I'll say as just one member of our little group, you're more than welcome to join us if you think it might get you a little closer to your goal.
I asked to speak to my travelers separately in private away from
Sidebar, real quick.
Yes, sidebar.
I'm gonna stay with the elf because I have some questions for him. I wanna know. I'm gonna turn to him and say, "Who's that handsome man over there? Do you know him?" Pointing to the guy that is on our screen now.
So we'll do the sidebar first.
Let him join.
Well, I don't know about you, but he also seems like he might have just wandered through the mist like us. And
He wants to kill someone.
do you remember?
Well, to be fair, it sounds like Strahd is not the greatest person.
At the end of the adventure, at the house, there was a gift basket.
Oh, I missed all that.
Fruits, wine, and a note that said, "Welcome to Barovia. Signed, your Lord and Master, Strahd von Zero."
So the gift basket was inside the house?
It was outside the house.
Yeah, when we left the house.
What did the note say? I'm having a little bit of a difficulty hearing on. So what did the note say?
Oh, it was the note that was discovered last time.
Yeah.
I was just explaining. It was Strahd basically introduced himself as your Lord and Master and welcomed you to Barovia.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's roll.
So although your new elf friend doesn't know the fellow in the corner, upon hearing your inquiry, he gets up from the corner, walks up to the bar, and says, "I'll buy you all a bottle of wine if you'll sit and listen to my troubled tale."
Dang, I was asking about him because I wanted to buy him a drink.
Will you let me back in?
What?
Or ended up getting kicked out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering where Clay was.
Yeah, he said his internet went down, so he's gonna be back.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I'm on my phone right now, but
Has he walked up to the bar close to me?
Yeah.
As I love these soldiers.
See that?
Yeah, so
I'm now at the bar with
fella in the corner walked up to the bar, offered to buy you all a bottle of wine. Not all of you, but like a bottle of wine to share. Basically, he's going to buy all of you a
one bottle of wine for everyone to share.
We listened to a sorrowful story.
Yeah.
I turned to the bartender and asked, "How much is that gonna cost?"
And he looks over towards the the guy whose name you don't know yet, and he says he can handle it.
Well, go ahead, dude. I'm listening.
So as the barkeep pours you all a glass of wine, the man introduces himself as Ismark. He says, "I'm a man that until recently was always under the shadow of my father, burgomaster of this town, who passed away 3 days ago. Strahd's army of monsters attack our village every night. People are absolutely beyond broken. We feel that all hope is lost. My father was a great man and kept the monsters at bay as best he could. But with him gone, we feel like Strahd's influence continues to push down on us. Worst of all, my sister, Irina, appears to have gained Strahd's eye. He comes for her every night, and I fear that eventually we will not be able to hold them off. I haven't even had time to take my father to the church and have a funeral. The monsters pester us too much, and everyone's too afraid to help me and my sister move my father to have the final rites prepared for him."
What's your sister look like?
Yeah, you got a picture?
No, but she's a strong warrior, and she has all the might, the best of any of us. But I worry she's not strong enough to defend herself against Strahd on her own. I wish I could take her to another safer city, not so close to Strahd's influence, but I fear that I alone would not be able to safely take her out of the town.
Well,
I would take your sister.
Worthing, believe me, we're worthing. Work on that.
That's a similar thing has happened to me as well. I'm here to help, so I'll help you bury your father.
You would?
Yeah.
So kind. I hope it's not too much to ask, but if you could help my sister and I take our father to the church, and if you adventurers are seeking to leave this town, and accompany my sister to a safer, more fortified village, I'd be eternally in your debt.
Is anybody proficient in insight or perception? Wants to roll, see if he's deceiving anybody?
Honestly, you don't have to be proficient in it. Anybody can do it if they want.
Oh, they can?
Proficiency just gives you like some bonuses to your roll.
Okay. So if I don't have it checked off, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna roll and see if I can detect any deception using perception.
Yes, I did. I'm on the internet. I've been on the internet.
I'd say that's probably more akin to insight, so if you want
Yeah.
Or let's just say I don't have any bonuses in either. I don't think. At least I don't think I do. I have +5 for wisdom, but I don't have them either checked off, so I don't think I get any bonus from that.
what's your modifier for intelligence?
What'd you say?
What's your modifier for intelligence? Like, what's your plus?
+3 for intelligence.
Okay, so roll a d20 and add 3.
Okay.
Well, insight is actually wisdom.
Yeah. So insight's wisdom. So my it's +5 for wisdom.
Yeah.
You're right. If only I had checked the skills and associated abilities tab on my Dungeon Master slide.
So you can add +5.
All right. Awesome. So that's 13 + 5, so 18.
You definitely know that the man has dealt with a lot. He's brooding, and his pleas for help seem entirely genuine. This is truly a man that has seen with a lot and is looking for any gratitude and kindness he can find in this cruel world.
Wow. Well, the elf wants to kill, so I'm in with the elf.
Yes, Mark. I have a question for you.
Yes.
We were told by a lady who lives here that anyone who tries to leave ends up choking on the fog. How far around, you say there's settlements that you can reach outside of this town?
Yeah. And then he pulls out a map. You shit.
Sorry. You should have just told me.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily want to. There we go. He pulls out a map
Oh.
and is able to show. I'm going to minimize you guys' faces so everyone can totally see. And so this is the land of Barovia,
Where are we?
where you entered through the woods here.
Where's the mouth? Oh, I see.
Is the edge of the domain. Right here is where the death house was. And you all are now here in the village of Barovia. You could see as you entered in town, this is the castle of Strahd. It overlooks this village of Barovia, so you can understand why Strahd's thumb is so heavy-handed over the city, especially since he has his eyes on the young Irina. Ismark is able to explain that he heard that the village of Valakai up here is incredibly well fortified and perhaps offers the most support against Strahd of anywhere else in this cursed land that he describes it. You are right now here.
Dang, we got a long way to go.
And so Ismark explains that this map appears to be its own cursed realm, and anyone trying to leave the borders of it that does not turn back succumbs to the toxic mists.
I see. Well, that begins to make more sense that this realm is a lot larger than just the town. I was wondering how you sustained yourselves with food, but now I see there's plenty of land for agriculture.
We try our best, but we barely scrape by. Strahd's minions are everywhere, and they attack us every night. This whole land has a curse upon it. Our crops are wont to fail. We're all left in want. We survive in misery, but it is not a comfortable life at all.
Yeah, that's
Right.
rough.
Does not seem to be not many comforts. Does this village have a standing militia of sorts?
No, we've lost all of our great fighters. Everyone really at night boards up their houses and stays by the fire and prays to whatever god they believe in to just survive the night.
So what are these monsters? What monsters have you been dealing with lately?
Everything you can imagine. Werewolves, vampires, zombies, ghouls, all creatures of the night in this realm come out from the forests and attack us. This is truly a place in which the monsters have won.
Well, it sounds like I came to the right place then. We'll see what we can do about that. Although I make no pretenses to be able to save you all. That is, I make no pretenses. I do not overestimate my own skills, but I feel like I can definitely help, given my knowledge and skill set.
How did your father fight him off for so long?
My father, the burgomaster, had you have the strength of will to keep what remaining people live here, keep them well stocked with supplies in order to fend off all the attacks. We survived through persistence, but we weren't able to do anything to stand up against the waves of monsters that come and plague us every night.
Sounds like your father was a strong leader and a good man.
He was.
I'm
There's none
sorry
other-
to hear.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the town that would be willing to fight?
Other than me and my sister, it seems that everyone else has given up hope. I worry now that my father's gone, whether I'll be able to follow his footsteps enough to keep these people alive. It's only something I wish I can spare my sister from having to deal with.
Okay. Well, sounds like right now, the best thing we can do at the moment is to get your father buried, make sure that he will be remembered and not forgotten, and then I'll see what I can do about figuring out how to get your sister out of here, so that even though your village has given up, there's people out there that haven't. So,
Thank you, sir. With kind adventurers like you, perhaps there really is still hope for this cursed land.
I'll give him my best shot.
All right, and so he gifts this map to you guys,
Oh, thank you.
so you can.
Take a picture of it.
I might actually have like a physical copy map.
I still want to take a picture of it. I can bring it up and everything else.
I'm going to take a screenshot.
Oh, entered the waiting room again.
Uh-oh. Having some internet issues. There he is.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the pillows.
It's on the pillows.
There he is. Good to have you back.
It was a little touch and go there, but I have returned.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here
yeah.
she goes. Large map.
Big old boy.
Damn boy.
Yeah, boy. Boy.
All right, so there's a table-sized map that I've furnished here for those that are in person.
Now you can use the button.
Yeah, so this I'll show people in person. This is where we are. This was the death house. Up here is Valentine, fortified city, and then this is the tower of Strahd.
Really? Wow.
That's where he lives.
Castle Ravenloft.
What's the fortified city?
That sounds like a movie's tower. I've seen that thing I've heard of.
What'd you say, Megan?
What's the fortified city?
Malachi? Fortified city.
It's a fortified city where someone can be safe, like his sister.
Where's the fortified city?
It's under Lake Zarovich.
Oh, that's not so far after all.
And then this is the Tower of Strahd.
Is it?
I mean, we're in that town.
And we're in this town right here.
It's to keep monsters.
Village of Barovia.
God being one.
So the mists are all around this map, but it's a lot bigger than I thought.
It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, how do they have food if it's all around this little town? Now I get it.
She's the ruler. She's not
Makes sense now.
these people.
All right.
Oh, dear.
Hey.
Any further questions at this point?
Out of game or in game questions?
Either because Megan was asking a whole bunch of questions about Malachi.
I have.
I already know enough.
I was just wondering if Ismark, do you think if we moved your sister to Velakai, the monsters would ease up a bit on Barovia? Because I'd hate to leave all of these other people still here unprotected.
I'm not in this side huddle.
Okay. I mean, you can be. I mean, you're still at the bar. Ismark says, unfortunately, under Strahd's rule, until he is usurped, I feel no one in the realm of Barovia will be safe forever. It's only a matter of time. But Malachi is perhaps the best fortified place. We'll hold off in the village of Barovia as long as we can, but it may be a fool's errand. As long as Strahd is here, like he has been for the last 300 years, no one is truly safe.
I feel the end goal should be to confront and depose this tyrant, but in the meantime, it might be smart if we could gather up some other people from the village here and see if they'd be willing to come with us to Velakai.
I fear that no one would be willing to leave, but perhaps the funeral of my father sway some.
I think your people need a strong leader, and I think you might be able to fill that role, like your father did before you.
I hope so.
You can try to convince him at the funeral.
Right.
So,
Oh, my question.
So here's the village right here.
So Ismark,
is that like a up close?
Ismark takes you to his father's house, where you first meet Irina, his sister, still tending to the
Same.
corpse of her father.
No kidding, she's definitely a warrior.
We met her.
Woman.
Walked up to her.
Yeah, so Ismark introduces you all. This is Irina. We have brief pause for hope. These brave adventurers that have happened upon our cursed land are willing to help us bury father and are willing to help take you to the city of Valakai. Hopefully once there, Strahd's minions can no longer pursue you. She looks all of you. You can see that there's hunger in her eyes for vengeance against what's being done to her people. And she says, "Thank you. I would surely go on my own, but we're just too outnumbered. I appreciate your willingness to serve and help me, and hopefully once I make it to Valakai, I can do something of consequence to help bring down Strahd."
No problem. I'm here to help and to get your father buried so that he's properly passed and not, left out. And I'm also on a track of vengeance. So,
Who are you?
That's a good point.
Your name,
I know,
you
I
just
didn't.
decided to keep going with it.
yeah,
Oh, so you don't want to tell anyone your name? You're
I'll talk.
You just some random dude that started speaking on our behalf?
Listen, he wants to kill, so he's a good guy.
My name is Bithlin Bulb. You can call me Bulb.
Bob?
Bob, like B-O-B.
Yeah, Bulb.
Bob.
Bithlin Bulb.
What do you look like?
Wow.
I am an Elvish barbarian hybrid.
Yeah, it's weird, but I'm cool with it. And again, not a hybrid. You're an elf that does barbarian things.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, I'm an elf that does barbarian things.
like I'm a human student hybrid.
Half student, half human.
Wow.
You just see, like, you know, someone with, like, an elf's demeanor, but, like, heckin' ripped. Like, this dude's not fucking around. Like, you're sort of, like, confused and turned on at the same time, because, like, elves normally are just these, you know, small...
No, I'm an actual Elvish barbarian.
Yes, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah, here.
but elves typically aren't...
Read my backstory real quick.
I remember when we talked about, like, elves...
No, but like, do you know where I like?
Yes.
Yeah. So
But-
like,
Well, the wood elves are barbaric sometimes. They're not as
what are you asking?
established.
He's just sort of saying, you know, sometimes elves are brutish in their nature, typically. We're just discussing your character.
Yeah. I'll if you guys ask, I can, depending on when I feel I can show more.
We're just here to help.
Yes, the safety in numbers is a tried and true tactic. Isn't that right, Blamey?
Yeah, she's not only clearly a strong warrior, but also very keen as well.
Yes.
You've fallen into the trap of having too many waifus per season.
Alright, so what can I do to help?
It would help us take my father's body to the church.
She already said that. I'm wasting her time.
Stop wasting your time. What if I just go and pick him up and just lug him on my back to the church?
So you all can decide how you want to carry the father's
Well,
body.
he's
I can,
your father. Is there any way you want us to go about this ceremoniously?
What would you like?
Lancelot here will gladly bear the load.
I also have a horse that buries loads.
Do you have
Wait.
a captain for your father?
Fuck.
can I poke him with a stick to make sure he's not booby trapped or something? Like,
You can sort of, you know,
Behind his back so you don't.
yeah, sort of
yeah,
like,
yeah, behind her back, so I don't, take anybody off. I'm gonna just poke him with a stick, make sure he's not booby trapped.
what she says is, there's a tapestry that's been in our family for generations that we could wrap him in, and then if your beasts of burden, both flesh and mechanical, could help carry him, we could have a procession to the church.
Well, it's going to be one or the other because Lancelot is nowhere near as tall as this horse.
he'll be lopsided the whole way, and it'll be great.
Put him on strings and hold him, of course,
That
and Lancelot could pull him.
I think we do have some cartridge supplies that your two creatures could probably pull.
I have 50 feet of hemp rope. Hemp and rope or hemp rope?
Hemp and rope.
H-E-M-P-E.
Hemp and rope.
Okay, well,
Hey, it's what it says in the guide.
Yeah,
Hemp and rope.
I was like, wait, hemp
Just
and
raw,
rope?
unprocessed hemp.
Which
Okay.
again, what do Wizards of the Coast do in their free time? Because there's silken rope too, and there's nothing different about it other than its softness.
Well, I'm saying I could. If it's strong enough to pull your father, however heavy he might be, and a cart, I will. let you guys use it.
So where is this?
Donate it.
Where is this tapestry that you speak of?
Her and Ismark go into one of the rooms of this manor. It's not quite as fancy of a manor as the Dursts, but it's also less dead. Well, except for the head guy. But only one this time. And so they're able to unfurl the tapestry, and they ask for all of your help to pick him up. He's kind of a big dude, and then wrap him up in the tapestry.
I pick him up like this.
Yeah, because you're strong.
I'm assuming Pliny and I have just been rigging our horse and dog to a cart. In the meantime.
I've also sent Archimedes up, and I'm gonna be scouting the way with Archimedes as Overwatch to make sure we're not jumped.
So if he's able to report back to you, it seems like the streets are pretty clear. I mean, there's people going about their business, but it seems like the vast majority of the population of this town is deceased.
Oh.
Monsters to speak of.
Yeah. We have a telepathic link, so I'm just gonna have him constantly patrolling.
Gotcha. I'll tell you if anything changes. But.
Okay.
We lay him down on the tapestry. We wrap him up. And yeah, roll. Yeah.
Funeral Rito.
Dad Rito.
Oh god.
With much respect.
Sour cream.
All out of lettuce.
Oh yeah, we went to Taco Bell the other day, and they're all out of lettuce.
No, Wendy's is out of lettuce. Taco Bell still has lettuce.
Oh, it was Wendy's?
Yeah, it was Wendy's.
Oh. Damn wildfires are taking our lettuce. At least the lettuce isn't trying to kill us anymore. Remember how weird that was?
That was just odd.
Now it's fruit. Packaged fruit at Walmart got recalled. Anyways.
Alright, so you all are able to lift the Burgomaster's corpse in the swaddled burrito-like tapestry and lift him onto the cart. And then I'm going to go back to the city.
Damn, where's my phone?
You keep losing it.
I don't lose it. I haven't found it yet.
Oh.
Oh, it's the only one.
I asked you to call it.
Yeah, call it, please.
Well,
Look, call it.
Okay. So from the I forget where the house. This is their mansion house thing. So from here to here is the church.
Ah! It's in the damn couch.
I feel it vibrating. Oh, quarter, dime. I'm ready to sit.
I knew you were sitting on it. What the freaking thing, Nate?
Dude, where the hell did you lose your phone?
There's
Why y'all sitting on it?
you're the one who threw it over here.
Because I thought it was gonna sit there.
don't roll.
All right, so you're able to, using the cart pulled by your beasts, you kind of circle throughout the city, and as the people see the procession, those that can spare time follow and gather outside the church. Upon entering the church, you see the pews have been absolutely destroyed from previous raids from the monsters, but you're able to meet the priest,
He looks like
whose name is Donovan.
Not much for woodworking, eh?
He sort of looks at you and says, we have much need for Norts in this town, but unfortunately, we do all we can to stay alive, and there's not much time for much else.
he looks at Arena and Ismark and says, I was very sorry to hear of your father's passing. I am quite happy that I found these friends, were able to bring him here for his last rites. I'm very sorry for the loss to both our village and to your family. And you hear a shriek coming from what sounds like it's the floor below, and a shrill voice says, Father! Father, I crave blood! I'm so hungry! Let me go!
What was that?
Just stare awkwardly at it.
I same.
But,
I'm gonna go ahead and just like stare at him.
Oh.
I apologize for that. My son was taken by vampires, and I now keep him locked in the basement. I hope someday to be able to find a way to cure him of this disease, but for now, keeping him away from the townsfolk is all I can manage. He keeps me up. I fear for him and his soul, but I don't know what all else I can do.
How is
I'm
this?
gonna look at Connor.
Will.
Even though his hunger seems to increase with each waking day, he does not appear to need sustenance in order to survive this curse.
I believe that I've learned a little bit about vampires, and they mostly use the blood as a power source rather than as a sustenance. So I would advise that you do not give him blood, or he might break out of his chains.
Of course, being a man of the gods, I could not bring myself to sacrifice anyone for my son.
I'm sorry for your loss, though.
It's much worse than losing.
Yeah.
I think you'll find that there are fates much worse than death, unfortunately. At least the poor burgomaster has finally met his rest.
That is why we are.
Fate's much worse than death, but you won't kill your son, give him that relief.
You have hope that one day something may be done about his condition.
Sun is a great cure for a pale complexion. That's
Ro, have you had any experience or heard of any cures for such a thing? During my studies, I have not seen anything that.
decapitation is a good cure.
Unfortunately, I have not found any, although I'll just kind of like whisper in Pliny's ear, like, tip for this, and then kind of just like I got a little like satchel on the side, and it's got 3 wooden stakes in it. I show Pliny that. It's the only thing I really have.
I'm just kind of, I just glance kind of at Pliny, and Rhodes kind of very discreetly make like a knock on the head kind of motion, like.
Ah, yes, horny jail. My bad.
No, unfortunately, there is nothing I can do within the wishes of the father. Unless, of course, he wants me to, in which case I'd be happy to deal with the problem permanently.
I should hope it never comes to that, but perhaps now that new adventurers have come in, it's been very long since anyone has wandered into this cursed land. Perhaps eventually I shall find someone, or perhaps you on your travels, I find someone capable of helping my son retain his humanity once again. But let us no longer haste. I see a small crowd has gathered outside the church. Let us prepare for the last rites and remembrance of our late burgomaster. And so,
just as an aside, as a monk, I have to choose a monastic tradition at level 3, and I have no idea what one I'm going to choose. But if I chose the Way of Mercy, I would have no choice but to go and kill the vampire son. Actually, yeah. Rule of Way of Mercy. I can't let people suffering suffer. If there's no hope for them, I have to kill them.
Oh, but they're not people.
Well, anything. Yeah.
What about Lancelot?
However, to those beyond their help, to those beyond their help, whether ailing or evil, I was in danger. I was ailing.
He had it, perhaps if he did end up choosing the mercy path,
Yeah, perhaps.
with Lancelot that helped bring about the spiritual awakening.
Maybe that's what made you change your wicked ways.
Atone for your sins.
I actually have to look up what the monastic traditions are because there's a bunch of them apparently. So I have to look them up.
There's
But
only a
yeah,
couple
however,
of
those
base
beyond their
ones.
help, whether ailing or evil, they have to they bring a swift end as an act of mercy. So
Jesus.
Okay. Let's I believe that it is time for him to be buried. So let's make haste with this before night falls.
So they let the people in. There's a short ceremony,
I got
and
it.
then where you have something prepared.
What? Yep.
I wasn't prepared for this. This is exciting.
What was his job?
He was like the mayor.
He was the fighter.
He was like a soldier. Then
He defended his people.
I lean into Ro. Dude, who is this guy?
I'm assuming you just pulled out a bugle and started playing. Is that what happened?
I
Did it? So I was raised by bards as a child, and they taught me, although I did not have the magic to make music, they did teach me how to use my voice to imitate music. So
Coming out of his mouth.
You just seen Jarhead? There's a whole scene where he has to play the bugle with his mouth.
Lenny, I do not know. We found him at the bar. I'm starting to think it wasn't a good idea.
Yes. What is this barbarian?
long story for a different time. Let's hurry up.
can I pull the group aside from everybody else while this is all and be like I hate to be the voice of reason, but it doesn't seem like leaving a vampire just sitting underneath the church that might cause some issues later on down the road.
Wait, what was that again?
It doesn't seem like leaving a vampire just underneath the church. Doesn't that seem like that might cause problems later on down the road?
Normally, I would be inclined to agree, but he does seem to be restrained.
I've murdered enough.
he's capable of though.
I'll just sneak back at night and take care of it myself.
That
Yes,
certainly wouldn't arise any suspicion now, would it?
Yes, I agree with you. I would think that the best course of action would be to deal with the vampire, but I wish not to rile up these people anymore.
There's like 3 of them. I think we can take them.
Yes, but that's kind of against the point. Because I don't want to have to kill a bunch of living, healthy people.
I mean, that's their only. It'd be in defense. We've killed in defense before.
Against monsters.
Right now.
Can we please get back to burying this man? father so that we can get.
No, I mean you guys are still burying him. We're just kind
Yeah.
of talking.
Yeah, we're talking like
Yeah,
we're like this is a side.
Yeah.
I just love this picture. They're burying the guy outside. And we're just talking about murdering.
I don't have any loyalty to this guy. It's okay.
Well, the question
Everybody
is
seems
it
kind-
murder?
I mean, it's not. It's a kindness. It's a kindness. It's a kindness.
So in general, the townsfolk return to their homes after paying their respects to the family. And both Irina and Ismark come to you and say, thank you so much for giving our father this fitting end. Ismark then says, I hope you will stay as long as you need to find supplies, but I do hope that you would hurry to take my sister as soon as possible. Strahd's come for her twice already, and I fear a third time may spell her end. You are welcome to stay in our abode until you amass whatever supplies you need. But I pray that you would make haste.
Indeed. I'm glad that we could give your father a proper burial so that he may rest in peace. I believe that now you were talking about supplies. Is there a place that we could go to get such supplies for our journey?
There is not much that hasn't been given out at the tavern by now, but if you're desperately needing anything, I know some of the abandoned houses likely have not been scavenged yet.
Will.
Which one would you prefer would be the most, well, I don't want to say profitable because it's terrible, but the most, well, like, what do you think would be the best place for us to go and see if there are supplies?
We've never been inside the houses. I know not what manner of supplies there are, or if there be anything else inside. Really, it's got to be up to luck.
Okay.
There are many houses that are boarded up that you can tell no longer have people, but don't know what kind of supplies they may have.
Will.
Was there an armory?
No.
Did this village perhaps have a craftsman or a blacksmith of some sort previously?
I'm afraid it's been long since there's been any craftsmen in this area. Most of what we get is from trade. All blacksmith's tools will likely have been corroded by the sands of time by now.
On that map that you showed us, I saw this house in the far right corner. Whose house is that?
That's
That's
theirs.
actually where you guys.
That's their house.
Ah,
Maybe don't steal.
Let's raid it.
Our house now, comrade.
We asked,
But before we take off, I was just I was talking with my friends, and one possible cure to help purify the evil would be to make sure that he drinks plenty of holy water.
Never seen a fire truck before, Ryan?
no, I just thought that was music.
Oh, no. Geez, they're not messing around. Where are they
No,
going?
they're not. They're moving.
They're going to Towerlands, or?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably somebody
towers.
microwaving their popcorn too long again.
Yay, towers. Oh, God. There's so many nights where we had to, like, walk down those stairs at, like, 2 in the morning. Somebody was vaping or smoking.
going to university.
Irina says to you all regarding the vampire question, we have some books, old, that tell of clerics and paladins long enough to break these curses. But to our knowledge, no such people live within the bounds of Barovia.
It was a different book that I read about having him drink a half gallon of holy water every day.
It's like curing diabetes.
Is there any holy water we could convince? I'm sure he wouldn't like it.
If you just keep on putting it down its throat.
But this is the
it
medicine
could
which
work.
is best. Yes, perhaps a funnel, with a hose, and you just dump it straight down, and he should be better in no time.
It's like taking a shot. It doesn't burn as much if you take it all at once.
Yeah, straight down the throat. Well,
Father Donovan is the only one that has access to holy water in this town, and he doesn't let anyone enter or leave the sanctuary where he keeps his son.
well, I'm saying perhaps he would take it down and give it to his son.
I find it doubtful. He hasn't been down there once since he had to track his son down there probably 8 months ago.
So he's more of the, faith and prayer, but not actually do anything kind of person.
Sending thoughts and prayers. I'll change my Facebook picture.
Got it.
Let's try to go convince him. I'm gonna persuade him.
There we go.
Anybody want to help me persuade him?
I'll help persuade.
Nice.
I encourage them.
Excellent.
Oof.
I'm also going to use my my inspiration that you gave us the other day.
Oh yeah, what did I give that for?
I don't remember, but I was super inspired in
Yeah, for the number of the different types of corn.
Oh, nobody got that right.
No, I got
No, it was something else.
Yeah,
'Cause that was
it was-
plus 10 inspiration. He gave us all plus 1 for something.
Yeah.
I think
it
it's some
was-
joke somebody said.
Oh wait, was it because of that harpsichord I played in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walked out on it and
Yeah.
said, well, down.
Yeah, that was a super good play of the harpsichord. So I'm gonna use that, and so it's a 17 to convince him.
So you're trying to get Donovan to let you try to cure his son with holy water?
hmm
At the very least, we could restrain him so that you can start having church again. Sinners.
With some kind of gag in his mouth, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe remove the fangs.
No,
Yeah, we could
gag in the
file his
mouth,
things down.
stake in the heart,
Well, we're not gonna do anything like that unless we have to.
We have permission.
I mean,
Could roll for persuasion again.
Well, let's
We'll
just
see.
see what we can do about
Yeah.
a little waterboarding with the old holy water. A little holy waterboarding.
Waterboarding?
Oh my god!
Here, give me a sec. I'm doing a quick reading.
a little water. For your own good.
Yeah. It would be in the best interest of the whole town because then you could start having church again.
Okay. The burgomaster, or not the burgomaster, sorry. Donovan, the father of this church, heard your case and says, well, Seems that all my prayers have not yet yielded any results. Perhaps the gods have, brought to me such well-studied people. As long as you promise not to harm my son.
We'll do everything in our power to keep him safe. We should be able to restrain him. There are many strong warriors.
You would have my blessing to try, but
Once he's restrained, then perhaps we could file his teeth, get him a nice drink of holy water.
you have my blessing to try. I wish you as much luck as the gods can provide.
Didn't they say they had books about vampires and potential curing?
Dang it.
Basically, they've heard through books and stories of paladins capable of removing curses and clerics, but there aren't any that are in Barovia, is what I was trying to get at. Like, they know that there are these classes that exist in the realm outside Barovia, they just don't have any.
For shame, none of us are up to plot.
I mean, I could roll for religion and see if my prayers do anything.
He's a monk.
I'm sure he's not rolling for religion with his prayers, so.
He's a holy roller, if you will.
His prayers don't have a 20-sided die behind them.
Exactly.
So at this point, if you choose to go after the son, whose name is Doru, you don't have the blessing of Father Donovan.
We do?
Yes.
Let's do it.
As long as we don't hurt him. But the trick is, he's not actually his son anymore. He's a vampire. He's undead. His son's gone.
So
I guess I have to go to church.
you
What's that rope?
what rope?
It says rope on the back.
Yeah, I don't know what that's for.
Pull the lever, crunk!
That's where we're restraining. That's where we're restraining him. That's where.
So the basement door goes down here to this area. Are you going to attempt to enter now?
Yep, with my shield right in front of me.
Wait. Actually, before you enter, if you want, are we gonna try and restrain him by force, or like I can roll for stealth and see if I can just sneak up on him.
So he's just free roaming.
You don't think he'll hear us?
I mean, I could try rolling for stealth.
I say stealth
What
and
do
then
you got?
What?
have chains and ropes with you or something.
Yeah, so I don't have a rope or anything to restrain him with though. So somebody might have to, if anybody has anything.
I didn't use all my rope to carry the
I was gonna say you can get it back.
Okay, I got it back. I have 10 rope.
Okay. So should I use that and try and stealth my way in, and then if you hear shouting and screaming, you come down?
What's your safe word?
Ostrich.
Okay.
We'll
All
listen to ostrich.
All right.
My owl is going to sit on your shoulder.
All right. So I rolled for stealth, and I got a 15. So plus 7, that's 22.
All right, so you're going down into the basement.
Describe it.
Give me a sec.
Describe your sneakily heading
Yeah, you
down
can
the basement.
describe what you're.
I position Robo Lancelot at the basement door just to
So
assist with standing guard.
I'm assuming there's no light in the basement, right? So we're just gonna put up a shroud in front of the door. I'm going to open and close it as gently as possible. With the 22, I think I make no sound at all closing the door. I have dark vision, so I can see in the dark, and can see him, or see his shape at least. So I gently creep around the room, going to where behind him would be. I don't. So I'm not hitting any of the supports. I think there were supports down there. I'm like going in between them, making sure that they're always in between me and him, and then I get behind him and use the rope to tie him.
As you're approaching, you hear a hiss. It says, "I can smell your blood."
Boy. So what I do is, can I? So he can smell me. I assume that means he kind of can smell the direction I am in. Let's see if I can see what because I might be able to actually, where is it? It's a thaumaturgy. All right, so, So I have a thaumaturgy cantrip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it strictly have to be one of the things listed?
No, so you can.
Because I can create a minor wonder, which means I can spread my smell throughout the room.
Yeah,
If I don't,
you could create a sensory effect that would like mask your smell if that's what you're trying to do.
so I don't. I guess they've already smelled me. So well.
My basket spell would make it smell wider than
Like everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. I would have the same effect, really. Actually, yeah, if I have the same effect.
Okay. So successfully seems to overwhelm him a bit, and he like sort of cowers and is like, "How can you be everywhere?"
So I continue sneaking up on him, and I get behind him, and I'm assuming I'm gonna have to struggle to put the rope, and tie him up with the rope. So
You could make a grapple check.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to roll strength, right?
It's strength or athletics.
Or what I could do instead.
Acrobatics. I think you can use.
Yeah, I could do acrobat, but I also have sleight of hand, so I could tie a knot beforehand and make it a slip knot or something, so like a lasso, and that might.
Yeah, I would give you advantage if you did that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And let's see, 13 plus 7, so 20.
Okay.
So I lassoed him. I'm assuming that we're going to still have to do some sort of strength, but I'd have advantage at that point.
Yeah, so I mean, if you roll a 20, that's higher than what you rolled against you. So you are able to, with some struggle, basically tie him so that he's not able to get at you.
Okay, awesome. So then I shout up, "I got him! You can come down!"
Here we come!
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I walked out of the church.
Oh, that's right. You didn't.
Yeah.
So they're down here now. I guess they can help me finish tying him up.
All right, so you have him restrained and.
Is it still dark down there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Are there any candles?
I'll go ahead and light a torch and hand it to Pliny.
Thank you.
All of us can see in the dark.
I don't think I can see.
Big gnomes.
Oh, wait.
Vision.
Yeah, dark.
And so while struggling in the rope, he looks at all of you and sort of shrieks and gnashes his teeth. He seems quite tortured after having not been able to feed.
I whistle and have Lancelot sit on him.
I say, well, yeah. Why did I go down? We have a metal dog.
I'm not sure how well a metal dog can tie knots.
Fair enough, but at least the metal dog can't get bitten. I'm also a tiefling, so I'm kind of I don't even know if a bite from a vampire would affect me that much. But so I turn it. What do we do first? File down the teeth or use holy water?
I'm leaving this up to you guys. I mean, I don't really know how to do this kind of thing. It's more of, permanently ending the problem sort of thing. I'm a monster, slayer, hunter, all that.
I'm gonna go ask. I'm gonna go ask old Pops for some holy water.
Perfect.
I assume when you explained his plan, he gave you a
Permission.
Okay. Did he want to come down and see his son, or are we gonna haul him up?
I think he's trusting your judgment and probably doesn't want to see his son in the state.
I do a little like tossy flip with my silver mallet. And I just say, I'm no dentist, but I've made tools for dentists.
Okay. Here's what we can do. We can do what we can to make it, and if it doesn't seem to be working, if after several hours of being tortured, holy waterboarded and stuff, and it doesn't seem to be working, we kill him. I roll for deception and say that we just gagged him so he won't be making much noise, and then
Why?
yeah, and then we just leave. And I'm assuming the guy's not gonna go check on his son because he's just leaving it up to us. So.
Let's give it a shot anyway. Let's give the old let's give it the college try.
There we go. So wait, Connie, or I guess Ro, you have holy water, so right? Or
I have some, but if the
we got a fresh batch right here.
I'd rather save mine for later.
Makes sense.
Yep, open up.
All right. So, are you going to pour the holy water in?
Yep.
Put a T-shirt over his face first.
It's immediately clear that the holy water is corrosive to his body, and
it's only on the inside. We thought that it would be like burning out the evil.
a gargled scream as if a white hot liquid was being poured into his mouth.
Yep, I think it's working.
I think it's killing you.
I think it's
this means it's working.
It's the evil coming out.
It's like mint toothpaste. You know it. Oh, whoa, whoa. My power flickered off.
Did you just cast thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
So is he still a vampire?
Yeah. So.
All right, let's do it again.
Yep. Keep going.
So if you continue to pour holy water for more than more than 30 seconds,
I can't talk, but I'd suggest you guys heal him.
yeah, if you pour it down his mouth for more than 30 seconds, you're gonna kill him.
Just torture him. We can't.
I think that's where we're gonna go. I think that's
kind
what.
of. I'm just gonna.
You guys think it's working?
I'm just gonna talk to the rest of the people who aren't currently doing this. Like,
I decided to leave because I don't agree with the methods. I think they're killing him.
I kind of figured this would happen, but I
He's
didn't
already
stop
dead.
them because it's kind of what I think
Wait,
should happen.
can we tell that he's dying? Is there like gonna be? Are we gonna be able to have a chance to hesitate and say, I think we're killing him,
Picture on a normal human being,
or is he just gonna?
down your throat.
What?
We can't kill it. It's already dead.
Yeah, keep going. It's good. Keep going. It hasn't worked yet. Keep going.
I'm not gonna stop them. You guys.
Yeah,
think
I'm gonna look
you
at
want.
Ro and see if this looks like anything he's experienced. If it looks like he thinks it's working.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
This is going to kill him. I'll be upfront. I get like yes. No, I kind of figured this would happen. But I didn't want to stop you initially because I honestly think it would be the right thing to do to end the suffering. But if you guys don't want to do that, then I suggest you stop.
I reach over. I'm assuming he stopped like at his second or two left. And while Ro is talking, I reach over and just tip the water over again and onto the bottom. Just
His highly burned body is now limp. And he doesn't appear to have any unlife in him anymore.
I think it worked. I think it worked. That's all I'm saying. I think
All right.
it worked.
Well,
He's not struggling anymore, though.
maybe he's just taking a nap.
Exactly.
I'm gonna walk over to the now deceased body, and I'll just kind of pull the eyes closed. Rest now, poor child. I'm sorry you had to come to this.
So, yeah, I'd say this was a success. We'll show Dad.
Yeah. Well, walk up. I guess I shouldn't be because I'm the demon. So somebody else might want to walk up and tell him. So.
Yeah, I'll let him know that I think it worked, and he should probably he'll be
Just let him
asleep
sleep.
for,
Yeah.
he'll be asleep for a while, but once it works, he should be cured.
I
agree.
Well, I do think this was the right thing to do.
Even though it's not translucent at all, to just make it a pair like as a rock node, make a pair of like completely opaque sunglasses to put on his eye. Corner.
Sure. Oh my god.
We're gonna weaken at burnings with him. Gotcha.
I think this was the right thing to do, but I don't know if the deception part is the greatest. I do agree.
Can you use some blush?
Actually, I have a disguise kit. I do have a disguise kit. I could.
Basically, you guys gotta make him look alive.
He was cured.
I use my disguise kit to make him look more lively.
So basically, you're gonna go up to him and tell him that basically we cured your son, but he's currently.
Oh, he's just asleep. We're never returning to this town again, but he's asleep.
Well, he really needs to sleep it off.
So clearly not persuaded by your attempts to conceal his son's demise.
I didn't even get to roll for deception.
It doesn't.
It's pretty easy to tell when something's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, could just be sleeping.
So Donovan, seeing his son's death, falls to the floor and weeps inconsolably, overcome with despair.
Oh, that's rough.
I'm gonna have to write down in the book that it didn't work because I was assured that would work.
I mean, it did work to some degree.
He's definitely not a vampire anymore.
I'm sorry for your lost father. This was a terrible thing. But unfortunately, your son died when he became a vampire. That was not him anymore. It's a terrible thing that we had to do, but it was for the best.
Ripping off that bandage.
I allowed him the comfort of my robot dog to like a therapy animal.
Mechanical
therapy dog.
So at this point, he's just, he's not really responding to any of you. He's just watching.
Oh, I'm out of church. I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, I'm gonna start digging a hole out in the cemetery.
I think it would be best if we leave the holy man to weep for his child, and I'm sure he can come up with his preferred burial method.
I take your point. I wouldn't want to bury him in the wrong plot.
Yes. I'm sure he wants time with his son.
All right. Good work. Time to go.
Job complete.
So you actually
So what happened?
Didn't even take damage that time.
Of death and life. Or life and undeath, I guess.
So what happened?
Um.
What happened in there?
Well, we thought we cured him. Turns out it wasn't
Cured who?
just a sleep. It was the eternal sleep, not just sleep.
Wait, cured
The
who?
book was wrong. The son of the priest. The son of the priest. The vampire son of the priest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No longer vampire son,
That's right. We did cure him of his vampirism.
as promised.
Is he okay?
Well, no.
Alpha has a 1,000-yard stare.
What happened?
He's finally
Well, I
been
think-
put to rest.
It worked a little too well.
So,
We restrained him. It looked like it was working, and then all of a sudden it just stopped moving.
so he's
The,
dead.
the vampire is dead. The child has been laid to rest.
Oh, that's kind of a sweet way to put it.
Yeah, I like how that worked. Yeah.
All
All right.
I try.
Get the girl and leave. I would love to stay here. I don't want. Wow, that's terrible.
All this
Was it
curing the
terrible?
sick makes me kind of hungry.
back to the pub. I'm down to go back to the pub for a bite.
Yeah, I could really go for a bite after all this talk of vampires.
God damn it.
How can you think of food at a
That
time
was a
like
good one.
So at this point, Ismark, now that his father's been laid to rest, goes and heads back to the family mansion. Irina stays with you and accompanies you to the tavern.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna make some small talk with her. Ask her how the school is,
Wait, ask her what?
how the local school is. If there's a library.
So we still can't leave this town, right? The old lady said we can't leave, and we're still curious about.
We can leave.
Yeah, we can't
we
leave.
Okay, we can leave.
So what's confusing is the realm is named Barovia, and this is the village of Barovia. It's a New York.
Okay.
The city or the village.
You can't just leave
but
the
you
map.
can't leave this realm and go back to the rest of the continent.
So that big map we saw, we can't go outside big map.
Okay.
But we can leave here because we need to take the daughter or the sister.
Yeah, you wanna
Yeah.
grab a bite, and maybe first thing in the morning we'll take you over to the other place.
Would certainly make me feel better to get as far away from Strahd's castle as possible. Glad to have such a strong party with me, for I fear he will pursue me until we get to the place of safety.
I walk up, say, just so you don't get attacked tonight, you should probably spend the night with one of us.
Or we could stay the night at your place.
Guys are despicable.
Yeah, there's plenty of room back at the mansion, and we can get plenty of rest and then head out early in the morning.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go. Let's go before night falls and the monsters come out at night.
It's a wise idea. She pays for you all to have a good meal, and then
Thank you,
you all head back to the mansion before it gets dark.
So we're back at her house.
Yes. Are there anything you guys want to do before bed?
Did anybody
brush my
Sorry.
teeth, take a shower. Yeah.
I just mean, is there anything to do, or is it a fade to black to wake up the next morning?
Would anybody like I know Ismark mentioned we could see on some of the empty houses and see if there's any supplies. I don't know
that's
if
a
anyone
good
else
idea.
is interested.
I'm
I
interested.
would be.
I'm also interested in some looting.
They don't need the stuff anymore.
I still do.
I want to accompany the looting party.
Does anyone else want to join the pillaging squad?
Fine.
Village party.
Pillage
Uh,
party.
It would be a shame to have all those fine books go to waste.
I'm sure some of the houses have books in them, yes.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't go claim the unclaimed books.
Do with my D20.
They believe we are in agreement then.
I have one somewhere.
I'm meditating.
You sitting this one out, Bob?
Yeah, I think
Bob sounds like he's staying behind. All right, so you can all choose a house to go in as a group, and I will tell you what you see.
Oh, you guys going to the abandoned place?
Yes, that was the plan. It seems there are a lot of abandoned houses, actually.
I don't know that it matters based on the location. You all can just declare you're going into a house.
Yeah.
Let's go to a house. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's find some supplies.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Ready to go.
All right, so you come to a boarded up door that is not unlocked.
Who's the crowbar?
The dead guy.
Okay.
Anyone?
Anyone take my crowbar?
I already have one, actually.
Oh,
So I will use my pry bar and try to open the door.
I take out my quarterstaff.
what's your role to open the door?
Let's see. Is that going to be like strength?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not great.
One, he accidentally hits us with the crowbar.
7.
Not quite enough.
I'll see if Lancelot can open it. He's got can just like barge through and try and open his teeth. No. 16 plus 2, 18.
Yeah, so you're able to open the
My
door,
robot dog.
Lancelot 2.0 is able to open the door.
and upon opening the door, 6 zombies are alerted of your
Oh
presence.
shit, it's a good thing. This should open Opens the-
Christ.
Can I close the door?
I think the door is in many pieces.
Problem.
In many pieces.
If he closes the door, can I use my thorn whip to lock it shut? So I can't get out. Can we go to the next house?
I was under the...
Something's going to have to be done if you try to block the door to prevent them from pushing it down. So if that's a direction you're wanting to head in,
And there's
you're going to
zombies.
have
So we killed the vampire. I think we have to kill the zombies.
To be fair, we did kill a restrained vampire.
And I also will say, for any of those having meta knowledge of how vampires work, or not vampires, zombies work in this Dungeons and Dragons setting, these ones created by Strahd act a little different. They're a little more potent.
Oh boy.
Wonderful.
Will.
More teeth to them.
Will.
Well, are there hand teeth?
So they haven't had their wisdom teeth removed.
Something like that.
A few extra teeth.
They have like sharp teeth, like roads.
Perhaps.
Well, I guess we gotta think quick. I mean, I assume there's just zombies coming.
Yeah, so I'm going to have everyone roll for initiative. If you're going to try to blockade the door, that's going to depend on what you roll.
So give me a sec to write my stuff down.
Are we locking the door or are we just gonna fight?
I don't know. You can decide that after you roll initiative.
So initiative is Dex plus proficiency.
Dex plus what you roll.
Okay, just Dex plus roll.
Like what you roll plus 4.
Yes, for you.
So it has
Actually, I think it's
to be your dex as well.
Yes.
17, 21.
2.
Or sorry, not 20. 19. 19. I got 19.
12 plus 4, 16.
I got 2. Dex sucks.
16
I got
for Carlin.
You got 2 too?
Yeah, that's good too.
2 for.
Oh, you got 2 outright. I got
Alfred.
6 minus 4.
2 for Bob. All right, computer screen.
Wait, I have a quick question. My temporary hit points, they reset?
Yeah.
So, like, what would I be at?
You'd be at your total hit point. Yeah, so 9. Ro and Pliny, what's your
6 and 2. 6 for Pliny. I got 2.
does your dog get initiative?
Oh shoot! Wait. No, I think it takes its turn right after mine.
Okay. Okay. And then I should go for zombie.
I'm looking forward to this. I got some fun stuff.
3, 4, 5, Z6. So, just be aware, the other side has as many attacks as you do. So this is a rather, before you were doing a beast that had a lot of damage, but it could only attack once or twice. Now the other side has the same number of attacks as you. Keep that in mind as you plan your actions.
Accordingly.
Wait, so they have a number of attacks equal to what now? Sorry, I was looking up something.
There are 6 zombies, there are 6 of you.
Okay.
Meaning, so they'll like tack in between, like when we're going, instead of like,
Yeah.
there's a lot more things to deal with this time.
Because they're zombies, they don't have thought. They just go. ACE, they just keep going. They don't care what you're trying.
One of the zombies got a 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
Now, can we see, like, as these zombies are coming at us, are they like the shambling type, or are they like
Actually, so what I think we should do is we stay at the door, make it a funnel point. So only one can be at the door at a time, but we can swap back and forth.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Yes, this reminds me of the Hot Gates, where 300 of our bravest warriors fought off 1,000,000. Classic choke point maneuver. Good thinking.
I have a initiative of 19, so I'm probably gonna just wait at the door until one comes to me. I think mine is the highest initiative. So.
You said one of them rolled 20. So one
Yeah,
of them.
oh yeah,
rolled
so
40.
yeah. That is true.
Unless it is negative dex.
Did I miss anything? I guess there's zombies.
Yeah, so Alston's dog broke open the door, and then there were 6 zombies inside the house.
Are you kidding me?
So now we're rolling initiative because we very loudly broke in, and all the zombies were alerted.
Fair.
All right, so with Lancelot having been the one that opened the door, the first zombie walks its moving speed up to the door and does a scratch attack at it. 24.
Yeah, that hits. That hits my dog.
And you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
What you say?
Yep.
All right.
Next, there's a 19 zombie. But I'll go ahead and let Balthazar go first.
So I'm gonna step in front of the door and trap the zombie at the door, so he can't get through and no others can get around him. And I'm gonna take my attack. So that would be right hand hit. So that's, let's see, 18 plus. That's. So do I add proficiency to that, right? Or not? It's just 18 plus dex, or 18 plus dex plus proficiency.
Are you proficient in your unarmed attacks?
Yeah, I think I am.
Stuff? Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so yeah, oh yeah, actually that is okay. So that's 25.
Okay, so that definitely hits.
And then my attack is 1d4 plus 5, so 7. And then I have to do that again for my left hand. Wait, do I have to roll a d20 to see if my left hand hits?
Yeah, so that'll be a separate attack.
Okay, yeah. So
Both.
that would be 13.
Okay.
Does it hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome. And then the second hit is 6.
Okay, so the 6 doesn't hit, but the first hit does.
No, so the 13 hit. That was for damage. 6 damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a 19 zombie, which is going to walk up to where you're standing, Balthazar.
I thought I blocked the entrance.
I mean, yeah, but there's
zombies.
It's like you're standing in a door, you punched one zombie, but there's another zombie that's coming towards you. They're not going to get past you.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they can't.
Okay, I got you. Sorry.
11?
20, so no.
You have 20 armor class?
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's my unarmored defense.
Alright. Third zombie shambles by and kind of pushes the second zombie out of the way. So if you have that armor class, it doesn't hit either.
Right.
Carlin.
So roll and then add dexterity.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
So I choose what I want to use.
Yeah, so like what kind of attack do you want to make?
Anyone know how to kill zombies? Like what kills them? Is it ripping off their head?
Hoping fists, because that's all I have.
Damage.
Okay. I use my long sword and cut its head off.
So you got to roll for damage with what your longsword's damage roll is.
8. So I use.
Yeah, roll a d8. And then add your strength. Or your dex. Whichever one you're using.
That's 8 right
Dang, I'm checking.
5 plus my dex, so 9.
Okay, one zombie goes down. Next would be zombie with 11. It does not hit. Flying Tiny, you're next.
I'm gonna step into the doorway and shield bash the zombie to make it fall over.
All right. So are you trying to cause damage or just trying to knock it prone?
I'm just knocking it prone with my bonus action.
All right.
That would be a contested strength score or a strength check, so that's a 15.
I meet it.
Okay. Does that mean he loses or wins?
I don't remember. I'd say like if it's like a difficulty class, like you got to reach a 15 or more. Then
Okay.
Does mean that it succeeds. I'd say you're not able to knock it prone.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Chill Touch because that was my bonus action, and then so my action I'm casting Chill Touch, and that'll do 7 damage, and it can't heal, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls for the rest of the round.
At this point, we have a 5 and a 4 zombie. And I'm saying they're going to come together. The zombies are already at the door, and they're going to try to push Bartholomew through the door to get the rest of the party. So
Wait, didn't Pliny step into the door? So
Yeah,
wouldn't he be in
I've got
front?
my shield in front.
okay.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 5 zombies that are going to be helping one another. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to roll with advantage for strength to beat you guys. I'm going to need someone to do advantage against it.
And what is the strength?
Strength.
All right.
Well, one of the 2 that are in the door.
Oh.
So basically, the zombies are trying to push through the door. You guys are trying to keep them from going through the door.
Let them through.
Yeah, actually, if they can step and like do one after another, it might be best to just let them through.
So you got to beat an 18.
I got a 15.
So what are we doing? Are we doing strength or?
Was that with advantage? Was that your highest roll?
No, I just rolled the 1. Do I have advantage?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they have
Okay.
advantage against you, but you have advantage against like there's 2 of you in the door.
Okay. So that's a 15.
Okay, so
Oh boy, I rolled a 1.
well, I only needed one of you to roll. They are able to beat you at this fighting match. They're able to push you back down out of the door, and the zombies are now unimpeded from exiting.
Okay, I'm gonna make 1 opportunity attack against the first one that crosses past me.
Okay.
Is that 21 hit?
Yes.
All right, and 14 damage.
Is that a thing I can do too, or is that just special to?
No, that's you too. You also, if they cross through your square and pass you, then you get to do an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so you can do that same thing too, Morgan.
All right,
That's
awesome.
only 1 per round, though.
So 15, so 20, 22, right?
Yeah, 20 hits.
All right. And then my damage would be 7.
Right.
Yeah, because that uses our reaction. So now we don't have a reaction.
Actually, I might even be able to using. Where is it?
You don't get like more than 1 attack on a reaction though, because it doesn't use the whole turn.
Whenever I use an attack action, I get another attack bonus action. with an unarmored?
It's not the attack action; it's a
Okay.
reaction, which
Yes,
is
your reaction is different from a regular attack.
Yeah.
So Ro, you're next in line.
Okay. Let's. How many zombies are like? I guess like out.
Logan. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's Balthazar. Did I say Bartholomew?
Yeah, it doesn't. I got what you meant. Yeah, it's Balthazar.
I was wondering about that.
Whatever, close enough. It took me a while to get Celestian, so like, give me some credit.
Yeah.
Zalencia that's hard to say. I still can't say it. Zalencia.
Listen.
Sorry, Ro, you were saying?
How many zombies are like outside now?
There's 3 that are like outside the door, and there's 3 that are close behind. Or 4. 3 that are outside, 2 that are still in.
Okay, I guess I'll will first let's new tricks. Thanks, level 3. I will once again draw my great sword and do the same kind of sweeping motion from before. But at this time, instead of fire, the blade starts glowing like a very bright, not super bright, but like a white, some would say radiant color.
Ooh!
And then I will attack the same one that Balthazar was attacking. Not Balthazar. Yes? Yes. The Balthazar is attacking with my great sword.
All right.
So let's see. So many numbers. Oh, wait, Jake.
Yes.
Do I still have that enchantment on my sword?
Yeah, I haven't taken it away yet. So.
Cool. Look at all these numbers. Okay. So to hit, that will be a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And where's my dice? There it is. Okay. 2d6. Plus, okay, so 5 plus 4 is 9, plus another 5, 14, plus my Crimson Right, which is so many numbers. I apologize.
You trying to figure out what your attack is about to take as long as this rank one.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'm sorry, did you say you're dealing, is it radiant damage?
It is radiant damage.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you how much is slashing and how much is radiant.
It's not going to matter much. It was at 1 hit point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All because that makes it not able to use one of its actions to stay alive.
So basically, you just obliterate it.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's like...
it just goes in the dust.
It's like in...
Blade.
I was gonna say it's like in Buffy when like you stab a vampire, they like dust.
No, have you ever seen Blade where the at the end of the movie he sticks all those like needles in the dude and he like bowls them both.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to 4 zombies now.
Yay.
So many numbers in that.
Alstein,
How close to my dog am I? Where's my dog compared to me? Is he within 5 feet of me?
Probably.
Okay. Just want to know that. What kind of range am I in? I'm assuming I'm like a melee range of these zombies.
Yeah.
drop tonight?
Drop it low. My horror playlist.
I'm just gonna use it.
Playlist or music on Amazon Music.
I'm gonna use shock
Maybe
and
we should
grass.
turn this off to make it extra spooky.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm gonna shock and grass one of these zombies. It's a magic.
Yeah.
It's a melee spell
Yeah.
attack. Sure.
Now we're spooky.
13 plus 6, 19.
Yep.
Gotta grab my D8.
There's like one more slice left.
Or you could just take mine right here.
Take my own. 3 lightning damage. And it can't take reactions until the start of the next turn.
Wow.
And as a bonus action, on my dog's turn, I'm gonna tell it to sick 'em. Make a force-empowered rend on the same zombie. That's a melee.
I have no idea what that means. You're gonna have to walk me through it.
It'll have to be, I guess my dog's turn right after mine. It's just a melee attack. 17, it has a plus 4 for that hit. 21.
Yep.
2d8 plus 2.
Jesus God.
Dog's pretty good.
Yeah, I see.
Oh wait, no, that's first repair. This is 1d8 plus 2.
Okay.
More reasonable. 2 plus 2, 4 force damage.
Did we get any experience, any closer towards leveling up from killing the vampire?
Wait, do what?
Did we get any closer to leveling up? Like, I don't know how leveling works in D&D, so.
I do it by milestone. So
Okay.
because I don't want players to always have to kill things to get XP. We just sort of do it once you have done enough. I typically do it at the end of the session to level up.
All right, awesome.
Would this be my second level?
Yes. I forgot you should level up. We'll handle that at the end.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
So. Okay. So seeing Balthazar and the other dude that I just met be thrown, like pushed out the freaking door, that sparks something inside.
Oh.
And it angers me to a point where I invoke rage.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you're starting to rage.
And so I get advantage on strength checks, which I'm guessing is my attack rolls.
Oh, and it's also like pushing things.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna roll. Oh my god, nat 20!
Okay, alright.
Let's freaking go. Okay. And so I'm gonna take my long sword and I'm gonna slash at the nearest zombie.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 1d10.
So just double the damage you.
No, so basically what I get is when I attack, I gain bonus damage to my rolls, which is bonus damage is +2.
You're getting the double damage from 20.
Oh
So
shit!
just
No
whatever,
way.
whatever you roll,
Oh god.
and just give me twice that.
So 5, 10, 12 slashing damage. Holy crap.
But that's all together, right?
Yeah, that's all together.
Okay.
And then I'm resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing for a minute. So anyone who attacks me is. Oh, and since I'm level 3, I also get I get the damage that you give to me if I am hit is halved to all attacks except psychic.
Make sure you're resistant, not immune to those types of damage, right?
No, that's my totem animal.
Right. I'm just like.
So the rage gives me resistance to the bludgeoning and piercing, but my totem animal also gives me. You only get if you do land a hit, I only take half damage.
Okay.
To everything
Totems are there
except
to
psychic.
say resistance to like.
I just wanted to make sure it was resistance, not
Yeah.
immunity. Okay. 12 against you.
Against me?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay.
I improved my armor. Now that barely misses.
13 against you.
That hits me. Yes, that hits.
So.
Oh wait, is he close to my dog as well?
This is the part where it would really be helpful if I had a way of tallying where people are.
Is he within 5 feet of my dog?
What are you gonna do?
My dog can impose disadvantage in that attack.
He's already
He's already
disadvantaged. He's already disadvantaged on his attack against me. No, you're not. I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
So you're gonna take. 3 damage, and I did add the resistance to that.
Cool.
And I also need you to do a Constitution check. So you're going to roll a d20 with your Constitution modifier.
18 plus 5, 23.
Okay.
Okay.
Balthazar's next.
Alright, so I'm just gonna attack one of the zombies that's been attacked before.
Okay.
Let's see. 9 plus 7, so that's 16
That hits.
for the right hand, and so that's 7 damage, and then for the left hand, that would be 10.
That hits.
Oh, it does. And then, so 6. 7 and 6 for my damages.
Okay. You take it down.
Sweet.
I didn't take it down.
Down to 4.
Next is Carlin.
I'm gonna take the weakest one.
Okay.
So I need a 20.
Yep.
Should have
17. So 21 again.
That hits.
I'm gonna do the long sword again. Plus, what do I add to that?
Whatever you're stronger, like, are you using Dex or Strength?
I did dex for the plus.
Yeah,
four.
okay. So add
So
that.
6.
6. Alright. Pliny?
Is there one right next to me?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to knock him over with my shield. Nat 20.
Oh my god!
You put it right on its butt.
And then I'm going to cast Booming Blade. Part of that is I hit it with the sword, and then if it moves on its turn, it takes damage. So does proning out? I don't. Well, it's a 23 anyway. 24.
Gives you advantage to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, so yep, 13 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, baby boy.
It's on its turn. 19 to hit on you.
Is that one standing up to attack me?
No, so this one, the one you knocked down, I mean, since it's a zombie, they can crawl and stuff. It's trying to go for your ankle.
But it did move.
Yeah.
Ha! You fool! Got him. So it's going to be a really loud booming noise, and he's going to take 7 damage.
Right. Pot of greed.
Boom. Anyway, what was his attack roll?
19.
That meets my armor class.
All right.
That is the same as my armor class. I don't know how to.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd say that's a hit.
Okay.
Take 7 piercing damage from its mouth, biting your ankle, and I'm going to need you to take a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. I don't like that. 17.
Okay. There's another zombie, and it's going to go after Alton. Being a small critter. 19.
My dog's gonna get in its way and pose disadvantage as its reaction.
14.
That hits. That one does in fact hit.
You tried the hell out.
He tried.
You take 5 piercing damage, and I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 6 plus. That's an 8.
I will make a note of that.
I don't like that at all.
You start rotting.
I don't like that at all.
I'm going to say it got your arm.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, why is it keeping track?
There you go.
It would fit my character.
Yeah.
Gangrene up in here.
It's just gangrene.
Yeah, it just gives you gangrene.
Bro, you're next.
Okay, has any of them not been hit at all yet?
There is one.
I'm gonna get that one. We're gonna see it. That is a 12 to hit.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna be hitting it with my Radiant Greatsword again. Oh, that's good. Plus, rolling my d4. Oh, and then since it is undead, correct? Another thing is, since I'm part of my Order of the Ghost Slayer, or if it's undead and I hit it with the radiant right damage, it takes more radiant damage equal to my Wisdom modifier, which is a 4. So that's a total of 19 damage.
Woo!
Okay.
Holy shit.
Is he dead?
Nope.
Out here sliding
But he's
things.
not happy.
I mean, actually, no. I wouldn't even say is he dead because he's already
Shit.
dead.
I could use a reaction to cast shield, but have that for my battlesmith up class.
Okay, I'll stay there, right next to the zombie.
Alright, Alton.
Me? Assuming the zombie's still right next to me. I'm gonna do a shocking grasp again on the zombino. It is a 3 plus 6 for my melee spell attack.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits?
Wow.
It's got like an armor class of 8.
Oh,
okay.
wow. Gosh, I like.
No, nobody's missed.
Yeah. Yeah, suck.
2
Don't
plus.
say that you're.
Oh, no,
I
actually,
said
no,
just 2 lightning damage, and it can't take reactions. And the bonus action, I'm gonna have my dog also attack him. Now my dog's gonna bite him with a force bite. Oh, 19 plus 4 to hit, but
Yeah. It's an armor class of 8.
I don't
I don't know why you said aw.
Oh,
19!
Oh, 4 times. It was just so close. Just so close to being even better.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, your 2 damage took it down to 1 damage.
Oh, shit,
So
okay,
like
sorry.
this will actually.
Chop him in half.
Yeah,
And
okay.
chomps him in
Yeah.
half. Like he
So
goes
10
to
minutes.
bite him, and then the guy just folds back in
So-
half.
10 total force damage to this zombie.
So there are.
Describe his death.
Dog bites him.
The dog just goes.
Jump.
He kills over.
So there are now two zombies still
You've
alive.
seen Cujo, right?
Bob.
Bulb. Now my rage is over now. Yeah. So I'm just a normal attack, right? Yeah.
Well, no, because a minute.
It
So
lasts a minute.
yeah, but each round is 6 seconds.
Oh my god! So I'm still in range.
Rage
Holy
is,
crap.
it lasts a minute as long as you.
So that's 10 rounds of combat. 6 seconds.
I think it'll keep going as long as you're taking or dealing damage. I think it's a minute without damage. It
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah. Not 20 again.
Okay.
Okay. And I hit him with the long sword again. So then. So 1d10.
The opposite of things.
4 times 2 plus 2. I hit him with 10 damage.
Okay, it goes down.
I slice him in half.
There's one zombie that is going to come after you.
That's fine.
5 probably doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
Alright.
Wow.
Bartholomew? Shit. Balthazar?
All right, then I'm gonna do the same, the good old 1-2 again. So let's see, 18. So that hits, and then that's 9 damage, and then that's a 1.
Okay, well, the
My
9
left-
get down, so.
Yep.
Describe it.
Yeah, so you can describe how you kill it.
All right. I killed it, so I guess that's my turn then. Even though, or I missed that, so.
You killed it, I'm saying you can describe, like, the finish him.
Yeah.
Okay. I killed it. Yeah. So I just punched him in the schnoz, and he vaporized. It's gone.
No, I would have done. I saw it. I saw what I saw from you was you punched it in the head, and with such force, you decapitated him.
Yeah, perfect.
Just shot his head like 30 feet.
Beautiful.
Alright.
I like it.
This battle, Alston, you notice the wound is very red and inflamed.
Can I do an Arcana check?
I wouldn't be Arcana.
I,
And in fact, you can see what starts to look like some red streaks.
I'm gonna go. Pliny, can you take a look at this, please, Pliny?
Yes.
I think this might be a very. I don't like what's happening now.
Don't panic, but we might have no choice but to kill you
I say we chop off
now.
Ro,
infected area.
you're really good at cutting off our
The
limbs.
holy water?
Things. Can you please it might be the only way to get rid of the dude to take care of this, Ro.
I'm gonna make a medicine check and see if I know anything about it.
Okay.
That's a big old 16.
All right, so you have heard of zombies that actually can transmit the zombie virus before, and you know that either the limb has to be removed before a short or long rest, or someone has to cast Greater Restoration.
I ain't got that.
Well, are you going to tell us this, Pliny?
Well, I've got good news and bad news. Good news is we can fix that with a spell. The bad news is nobody here can cast that spell, so we're going to have to take your leg off.
That was my
I
arm.
believe it
Or
was
your
an arm.
So
Ro.
So, Elfton, how do you want to do this? And I'm still holding a giant sword that's just glowing radiant light.
Now I might be one to say to always say kill, chop, maim, but I have a vase, and I don't know what this vase does, but I might want to try and use the vase. I mean, I don't know. It seems like a vase might be a good healing item if I can use it.
I look at, and Mike's insane. Then I look at Pliny. His sword's still glowing, and while that very holy looking light might be nice, it might be too much for my small frame to handle. Pliny. Or you turn off your.
But it could cauterize the wound.
I guess that's true. I just lay on the ground, stick my arm out, have my dog sit on it, and don't either of you two just.
May I remind you, have a whole ass bottle of wine from Strahd.
Oh, that's true.
You could
I
get drunk.
I wouldn't.
No, we got,
waste!
no, we got a bottle. No, we got a bottle of wine from Emirates.
Well, you drank that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well-
so you got bitten by a zombie, and I had to cut your arm off. You're telling me you're not gonna drink some
Anything.
alcohol to
Not
numb a
from
little?
Strahd.
Which one of us has the bottle of wine? Does it
Okay,
matter?
you got bit by a
I
zombie.
have the alcohol.
I'm taking. I'm drinking as much as I
Oh,
can hold right now.
This might be a good thing, actually. You can, if you made a mechanical dog, you might be able to make a mechanical arm. That's all I'm saying. You could be more powerful for this.
Okay.
I've seen a few crafts with the guild and had a few accidents.
Oh, I'm gonna say, at your small stature, half a bottle has got you feeling really good.
Yeah, I will. I've given Elfton the Barovian wine. Pliny and Bob, can you hold them down? We'll just,
My dog's also sitting on my arm, so just keep it still.
that's
Now,
good.
I'm gonna have to have
You're gonna do it?
Yep.
you roll
Yep.
for
I get his stick and I put it between his teeth.
No advantage for all these medical measures we're taking.
No, because it's the swing that's going to do it. So I need you to roll for success. I'm going to do a strength roll.
Wait. Before you guys do this,
A strength roll or an attack roll?
I'm going to use.
Strength roll.
I'm going to use.
They roll a 1 and then it just like bludgeons like it's hanging half off. Doesn't get all the way through.
Hey guys, consider how bad the situation is. I'm going to take out my rope and I'm going to tie a tourniquet to your arm so that in the case of us severing your arm.
That's actually a very good idea.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, but it's
using-
radiant, so it's
yeah,
going to like.
it's gonna cauterize the
Well, you know.
Well, still.
extra
I mean,
measures.
it's not a bad idea.
In case he F's up.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
As I'm watching this red fluid go up my arm, go, okay, I think I'm ready for this,
Let's
for this to
pick it
not
up.
be an issue anymore.
Right
Time
at
is
the
of-
elbow.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah, right at the elbow. Take it off.
There we go.
That's all I have at the end of the day.
Okay, strength roll. Let's go. Come on, good one, good one. Oh, not 20!
Oh my god! Let's go!
I don't know what that does.
Yay! He has new arm.
The light touches the wound and automatically just heals it instead.
Well, I guess the better the roll, the more arm they manage to save.
Yeah, they're able to. So you're missing about the first half of your forearm.
So I still have elbow.
Yeah, and it's
Oh, that's good.
that. I mean, it was almost incredibly precise. It's cauterized well, and it's not going to leave an ugly scar or anything like
Okay.
that.
I'm still like screaming with the stick, despite.
Yeah, I mean, like you're still gonna like.
I lost it for anyone.
Elfton, do you want the other half of the bottle?
I just snatch it. I don't. I take some sips and just kind of cradle the bottle.
And at this point, the arm severed from the body begins to move around and sort of like crawl towards Ro.
Nope.
Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna start like trying to step by it.
Yes, you can roll for damage, try to like stamp it out.
It's like a what? 17 to hit? Or do you want it to damage?
Yeah, just roll for damage. I don't know what kind of armor class.
I don't know what stepping on something would do.
I mean, let's just say D4.
Okay. 2.
2, it definitely crunches, but it's still kind of like jerking a little bit.
It's like fighting the bugs again.
Hey, I got it, guys. I'll roll to punch it.
Fist bump it. Give it a fist bump.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on it, so this ghostly hand reaches out and grabs the hand, and now they're holding hands.
And my punch does what is it? It does 8 damage.
Okay, so you guys are able to kill Alfton's recently chopped off arm.
I got you, buddy. No saving that thing.
I pick it up and hand it to him.
What does it look like? Does it look very
He gets
disgusting?
himself
I
Just
mean,
like
they
mummified?
stepped on your arm and broke it a bunch.
I kind of look at my other hand, and I say, I think I already have one to make the measurements off of.
You're gonna end up with 2 right hands.
Can I put that in my bottomless fanny pack?
I mean, if you want to keep it, that's fine. I mean, I'd ask the
Souvenir.
owner first.
Yes, the what?
The owner first.
All right. Hey, Alf, you think I could stick that in my bottomless fanny pack?
Hey, could you give me a hand over here?
Well, I missed that.
You can stick it somewhere, all right.
I can stick it somewhere.
Yeah, ask him if he can give you a hand.
Give me a hand there.
I reach out my hand to him.
Oh, I take it. I put it in my. I put it in my bottomless fanny pack.
Image, but enough just to sting.
Right, so I think at that point, it's probably a good place to finish off. You all can go back to the mansion thing of the.
We never even checked the house.
We got to look for the whole rest of the game.
Who wants to check another one? That's.
Let's at least loot the house that we have now cleared.
Let's go back to the mansion and look for some.
Are there any prosthetics in there?
I was gonna say, okay, you find this is all of you together. 2 potions of minor healing. A cast iron skillet. There's some pokers and various things for the fireplace.
I take a poker.
I'm giving you metal things as ideas.
I'm
If
taking
that wasn't obvious. There's an old clock. Like, it's got some like one of those cool. You can see the internal mechanisms.
The grandfather clock.
Yeah, like one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's pretty much it. You get some healing potions and there's some gear.
I'm taking a poker.
I'm still somewhat delirious, just gathering up anything I can find made of metal.
Who wants to hold one of? I mean, we have 2 of the potions, so who wants to?
Yeah, Carlin's taking one.
If no one else wants to hold the other one, I guess I will.
Ooh, I bet you could fashion something for Lancelot, like the keg collars St. Bernards have.
St. Bernard.
Yeah. On second thought, maybe you could use this, Elfton.
Yes, well, it didn't cost me a leg, but an arm.
Oh.
All right, so I think at that point, you've got a couple healing supplies. I think you get the sense that there would be similar potential for difficulty in looting other houses. So I think for tonight, you guys are going to head back and get a full night's rest at the mansion. In the next session, you can decide whether you want to advance onward or risk more loss of limbs in order to potentially get more supplies.
I had my character lost a fucking arm.